Check and report. I am your humble host, True and Living. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show. We're gonna get things started real soon. I'm gonna be here talking my talk, walking my walk.
They wanna ride into the morning sun. Trying to tell me love you are the only one. She drive the boat, trying to smoke while she hold my gun. Trying to tell me love.
Happy 4th of July.
She's wanna be my seat with the big
Happy Independence Day.
decline. Is it just because I am the only one?
Anybody that has served this country, I want to salute you. Thank you for the the things you've done to protect this country. I want to salute all the patriots out there. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day.
I'm smoking the weed. That's sour D. She on her knees. She just on the police. She know what it is. She from the hood.
I'm just on here chilling right now. I just thought I'd come on here and talk to the people.
And drinking this say. Shawty wanna put.
No soundboard tonight.
Shawty wanna put.
I know a couple of you are happy about that.
Not a bimbo when she ride on 4 Giottos. And she know she dropped the bottle. Oh, she tryna pull up. Oh, she tryna pull up. Oh, she tryna pull up. Daddy wanna ride into the morning sun. Tryna tell me love you are the only one. She drive the boat, tryna smoke while she hold my gun. Tryna tell me love.
Like I said, no soundboard tonight. I don't have any soundboard tonight.
I hit it with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one? Trish wanna be my seat with a recline, even though she be fine, hit it with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one?
Ride around my side of town, girl, you know how it's going down. You crazy. You just like to drive the boat, get dope, and stay wavy.
How y'all guys doing though? How y'all guys doing though?
You a fucking treat. You a for the street.
I just came on here to talk to y'all.
Kill a shot, she busted up.
How y'all doing tonight? How y'all feeling tonight? Are you guys gonna be celebrating barbecuing for the 4th of July?
Ain't no contender, she only a big.
Maybe barbecuing with the family.
30 niggas from another bitch don't
Let me know what you'll be doing today.
get proud. Only eat McDonald's, you crazy. You crazy, you crazy. You a Big Mac thing, you fucking lazy.
I'm not in New England. I am in New York. I said, happy Independence Day to all the patriots. I'm talking about to all the patriots, out there that, are celebrating the 4th of July. I'm not from New England. I'm not from Boston. Not from Massachusetts. I'm saluting the patriots of this country.
Trish wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit it with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one? Trish wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit it with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one?
What's going on, y'all? Like I said, no soundboard tonight. No soundboard tonight. I just came on here to talk. What are you guys dealing with, man? I just came in here to talk to y'all, see what y'all dealing with. Will you guys be celebrating your 4th of July? I'm just on here chilling right here. You know what I mean? I ain't got no show planned. I don't have no topics. I'm just chilling right now. How y'all guys feeling out there? How y'all feeling out there? How y'all guys enjoying your day? I'm chilling right now. We live and direct. Live and direct right now. Yeah, but I'm not from Massachusetts. I'm not from Massachusetts. I'm not from Boston. I'm from Long Island. So no, I don't know anything about, the New England or the Patriots or anything like that. I have no clue. Will you guys be celebrating your 4th of July? Will you guys be celebrating Independence Day? Right now we got about 8 votes. Right now we got about 8 votes. It's about tied. People are saying no. People are saying yes. Yeah, I just want to know, will you guys be celebrating your Independence Day? Let me know how you guys are feeling out there. How are you guys doing? Are you guys enjoying your day? Anything that you guys want to talk about tonight? Anything that is weighing heavy on you guys' hearts? weighing heavy on you guys' minds. I'm here to talk to you guys tonight. Tonight, I'm just talking. I'm just chilling. You know, will you guys be celebrating your 4th? These nuts, please relax yourself, bro. This ain't that type of show. Relax yourself. Corp says, I'll be celebrating for possibly the final year. Our president has severe dementia and seems to crap his pants. Do you think Joe Biden is crapping his pants? Let's talk about that. I'm willing to talk about whatever tonight. Do you think that Joe Biden needs like a health aide or something like that? Do you think his wife is his home health aide? Did you see Corpse? I don't know if you've seen when they had the debate and his wife had to walk him down them stairs. It was only like three little stairs. 3 little stairs he had to just walk down. His wife had to go up them 3 stairs, grab him by the hand, and guide him down. What is going on with our president? And Corpse, this is another question that I need people to answer, especially anybody that's on the Democratic left. Is this the guy running our country? This can't be the man running our country. Somebody else has to be running this country because he doesn't seem like he's equipped. He doesn't have the mental capacity. He doesn't seem like he has the just the quickness of mind. It just seems like I don't think he's running our country. It has to be somebody else running our country because this can't be maybe Kamala. Maybe Kamala's running the country. But it can't be Jim Crow Joe. Jim Crow Joe can't be running our country. That can't be it. Charles says, I'm a disabled veteran. I'm going to the Miami Marlins game. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. And thank you for your service, sir. Thank you for your service, Charles. We salute the veterans here. Have nothing but the absolute respect for all the veterans. Salute to you and thank you for your service. Drake Smith says, crazy, man. This is how the last 3 years has been. Yeah, it's been pretty crazy, man. It's been pretty crazy. You know? Renegade says he needs to retire. Yeah, Joe Biden needs to step down, man. He needs to step down. He's not equipped to be like, come on. If he's showing this amount of mental decline at this point in his life as an 80-something years old, I mean, what do you think the next 4 years is going to look like? He's not going to get more quicker. He's not going to get more, mentally stable. He's not going to get more like, he's going to get older. His mental decline is going to keep progressing. So, I think it's very idiotic of the Democratic left to allow him to stay on the ticket. He needs to be replaced. Whether it's Kamala, whether it's Gavin Newsom, whether it's somebody else that we haven't heard of, somebody needs to replace him because this cannot be the candidate. I mean, we have to really ask ourselves, what does the next 4 years look like of a Joe Biden presidency? It doesn't look good, if you ask me. It looks very dangerous to have him up there, just just in his mental decline. Respectfully. Corp says Joe Biden for residency 2024. Yeah, he has his home health aide. Jill Biden is his home health aide right now. She's helping him. Sam says, hey, man, I hope you're doing well and you have an amazing 4th of July. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. I hope you have an amazing 4th of July as well. Yeah, man, 4th of July is right around the corner. People will be celebrating, the Independence Day. I hope you guys will have a beautiful Independence Day. How will you be celebrating your Independence Day? Will you guys be barbecuing? Will you guys maybe go out to see a movie? Hanging out with families? Will you just go out and get drunk? Will you what are you guys planning for your 4th of July? Or do you plan on most people barbecue? Will you be barbecuing? Most people like to barbecue on the 4th of July. I'm still undecided. I don't know what I'm going to be doing on the 4th of July. I'm kind of reserving what I want to do. I'm not necessarily sure. Money Chaser says better than Donald Trump. I disagree. I disagree. I don't think Joe Biden is better than Donald Trump. Donald Trump, like, let's be honest here. Compare Donald Trump's 4 years to Joe Biden's 4 years. Let's compare. Let's sit here and compare. Joe Biden admitted that the country relatively had no inflation. There was no inflation when he took office. Inflation is at an all-time high right now. Now, no matter where you stand on, in your political views or what topics or agendas you're trying to push, inflation affects all of us, right? It affects all of us. Whether you don't agree with how Trump handled immigration, or whether you don't agree with the Roe v. Wade and abortion issues, inflation affects everyone's pockets, right? And if we're talking about running this country from a business perspective, Trump's 4 years were more superior from running this country like a business. It was way more better than what Joe Biden did. Joe Biden he's not helping this country. He's not helping this country. He's hurting this country. He's not helping the economy. The inflation is ridiculous. He's pouring in immigrants. He's asleep at the wheel. He hasn't been doing a good job. And maybe if he did a better job as a president, I agree with what Trump said. Maybe if he was doing a better job as a president, maybe we wouldn't have to have Trump running on the ticket right now. Maybe Trump would be able to chill and just play golf or Mar-a-Lago or something like that. Boundless says, man, time flies really fast. It does, man. It really does. 4 years of Joe Biden. It did kind of fly. Corp says, Joe Biden holds the strings to Joe. He even looks like a ventriloquist puppet in his movements and face tightness. I agree. Jill needs to just be honest with her husband and just say, Joe, you're old, you're washed, you're not a young man anymore. This is not 4 years ago. It's time for you to sit down and let the next generation come up. Sometimes old niggas need to sit down, because we see this a lot. We see this in jobs. We see this in sports, where it's just that old player just sitting there, just he doesn't want to give up his spot. He doesn't want to help the next generation or groom the next generation so they can come up. Like, a lot of these old politicians, they need to sit down, go somewhere, go retire, go play some golf, go play bingo, and let the new politicians, the young up-and-comers, let them come of age and let them guide this country. This country has been led by baby boomers since forever. Think about all the baby boomer presidents that we've had, from Donald Trump to Joe Biden to Barack Obama to George W. Bush, Bill Clinton. These are all baby boomer presidents. Our country has been ran by baby boomers for the last 30 plus years. It's time for the next generation, whether it's Generation X or whether it's the millennials, right? The generations old enough to take that helm and take that seat and let them run this country, man. It's time for some new energy up there. It's time for some new leadership in terms of running this country, in my opinion. Maybe if the Democrats would have found a younger man that, had his political beak wet, that they could have groomed to be the next president, maybe, the Democrats would be in a better standing. But now they're not looking too good. They're not looking too hot. Because now the face of your Democratic Party, the face of your party is Jim Crow Joe, NyQuil Joe, Benadryl Joe, Dayquil Joe, Robitussin Joe. He's not helping you. He's not helping the presidency. He's not helping the ticket. He's not helping. Scott Hall says, "Bro, this is the Matrix. It absolutely is the Matrix." Wrath says the kid gloves will come off. Corp says, "I like Tulsi Gabbard. If Trump takes her as vice, I'd be happy with that." I haven't heard of Tulsa. I have to look into that person. I haven't seen that. Mark Motley says, "Hit the lock." Salute to Mark Motley. Salute, Mark Motley. I see you in the building. Salute, Mark Motley. Sinclair's in the building. What's up, Sinclair? I see you in the building, Sinclair. Salute to Sinclair. Yeah, man, salute. But yeah, in terms of the presidency, something needs to happen. Clearly, Joe is not equipped to run this country, and we have to ask ourselves if Joe is not equipped to run this country, who has been running this country? Let's say he's been in this mental decline for like 2 years, right? And respect to Joe Biden, he's been a politician for a long time. He's up in age. It's a normal thing for you to get older, and you're not as quick as you used to be, right? But when that happens, you have to sit down and you have to realize that it's time for a younger generation to take the helm. It's time for a younger generation to, to take that seat of leadership. He doesn't want to do that. He wants to keep his spot. Like, think about how dangerous it is. If we literally put this man back in office for another 4 years, who's going to be running this country? We're going to let Kamala Harris run this country? Think about how dangerous that is. I don't. You really want the bed wench running this country? The alleged black woman. Because the thing about Kamala, she claims to be a black woman, but it's like she when have black people when does she ever really come to talk to black people? Black people only see Kamala Harris during the election season. She's never around for nothing else. She's never pulling up at the barbecue. She's never pulling up at the function. She's never, she's not around like that. She only wants to be, black when it's convenient for election season. So, I'm not rolling with Kamala Harris. I think if she were to take the place of Joe Biden, I think Joe Biden, I think she would lose, right? Because I don't think people would want to vote for Kamala. I don't think people want to vote for her. CNN did a poll and they said that Michelle Obama had the best chance of beating Trump, and I'd highly disagree with that as well. I don't think people will want to vote for Michelle Obama neither. I wouldn't want to vote for no Michelle Obama. That's another person I wouldn't want to vote for. So Sinclair called her horizontal Harris. Horizontal Harris. Y'all ever saw when she was dating the talk show host Montel? What is his name? Montel Williams. She was dating Montel Williams. So that just tells you that, she was in the streets at some point in her life. She was for the streets at one point. She was getting back shots, behind stage by Montel, rubbing on his bald head and stuff like that. She was for the streets at one point in her life. Now listen, she calmed down, got a husband, but I mean, she was in the streets. I don't know if I could vote for a woman that was in the streets. Like, if I'm going to vote for a woman, I want the woman to be a respectable, righteous woman that, is a married, that's been married for over 30, 40 years. That's not what Kamala Harris is. She has a past. She was starting and bopping. She was running around with Montel. She was probably smashing a couple other people. She was a decent looking girl back in her day. I'm not gonna lie. She was decent looking. She has a past. I don't know if I could vote for a woman that has a past like that. Back. If they had, I'm sure if they had OnlyFans back then, I'm sure she would have been on it. I'm sure she would have. I'm sure she would have made a video, made some content if that was out back then. Scott Hall says, "We know, so why is this our focus? We worried about the wrong stuff, bro. Come on. So what should we be worried about? What should we worry about? What the hell that matters, Jeeves? What should we be worried about, Scott Hall? You tell me. You tell me. Corp says Kamala is robotic. You can see her saying the same line in like 20 different speeches and interviews. It's so spooky. AF. Yeah, she's another politician that, all of her quotes and all the things that she says is very telegraph. You know, a lot of the stuff. Yeah, did you see her on the BET Awards? Not that you would watch the BET Awards. I didn't watch the BET Awards, but did you see her on the BET Awards when they did like some type of Democratic propaganda with Taraji P Henson, and she's on a skit with Taraji P Henson, and she's like, "Oh, these radicals, they're not like us," like referring to the Kendrick Lamar song. It's just like, yo, that is so corny. It's like, yo, it's like, come on, bro. Like, these radicals, they're not like us. Like, come on, bro. How corny can you be? How cheesy can you be, Kamala Harris? And like I said, black people only see this woman during election season. We don't see this woman anytime. She don't pull up for no black vote any other time. When it's like congressional time, and maybe like for the let me take that back. We only see her during the election season when they're trying to get somebody democratically elected, when it's the president trying to run for another term. That's the only time black people see her. We don't see her no other time. You know, she don't care about black people any other day, but when election season comes, she wanna pull the black card. We have to pull that from her. We have to pull that from her. Corp says the person talking over the most powerful nation is possibly the most important topic. And who's that? Who's that? The person taking over the most powerful nation is possibly. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You go, yeah. I agree. I agree with that. Drake says we should be worrying about not getting info. Um, we should be worried about not getting into any major wars. Focus our economy, borders, leave it to the states for social issues. And I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. You know? I agree with that. I agree with that. I think it's a lot of these issues like abortion and stuff like that. I really think it should be left up to states. Let the states decide if they want to have abortion in their states, or let the states decide. And if you live in a particular state and you want an abortion, go to another state and get the abortion. It's the same thing with like gun laws. I can't have a firearm in New York City. I can't have a handgun in New York City. But if I go to North Carolina, I could go. If I'm a resident in North Carolina, I could purchase a firearm. So in terms of an abortion, first of all, if you lay down with a man, you should be preparing to have a child, or you should be using some type of protection. But if you don't want to have a child, then maybe you should go to another state and have the abortion. Let the states decide. You know. Albert Rodriguez says no. I say yes. Jeffrey says you my favorite trans artistic content creator. I'm gonna send you to the barbecue. Hold on. I'm sending you to the block party, Jeffrey. Ding 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 ding. You won a first class ticket to the block party, Jeffrey. I want you to go get me some Hebrew Franks and some barbecue potato chips, and don't forget the watermelon. Bring some watermelon. We need watermelon for the block party, Jeffrey. Congratulations. We sending you to the block party. Yeah, man. But in terms of in terms of Jim Crow, Joe, I don't know, man. Albert Rodriguez says, "Are you for Trump?" I'm for no. I'm for neither one. I'm for neither one. I don't think neither one of these candidates is gonna help America in the long run. I'm for neither one really. But if you're gonna ask me who's probably a better candidate out of the two, I'm gonna go with Trump. I think that Trump's presidency, his 4 years, was better than Biden's 4 years, you know? Inflation is at an all-time high. The borders are out of control, you know? You got immigrants living in luxury hotels with credit cards. There's an immigrant from another country. He probably is a criminal. Respectfully, he's probably a criminal. He probably touches kids and all this stuff. He's right now living in a luxury hotel with a better credit score than me. That's ridiculous. This is where my taxes are going to. There's a criminal right now from another country. He probably has a criminal record long as a track meet, and he's living in a luxury hotel with a better credit score than me. That's ridiculous. That's where my tax dollars are going right now under Joe Biden. And it's ridiculous. Something needs to be done. Something needs to change, man, you know? Something needs to change. Drake says, thank you, life was fine when Trump was in. It was. It was better. It was better. And I'm saying relative to Joe Biden's presidency. I'm comparing the two. I'm looking at Joe Biden's presidency and I'm looking at Trump's presidency, and I'm saying, well, I think the 4 years under Trump were better than the Joe Biden's years. Joe Biden, he just sending billions and billions of dollars over here, billions and billions of dollars over there, not taking care of the American people, got the border out of control. He's running this country down. And I'm not here to say that, Trump is some incredible president. Like Trump is the best president we've ever had. That's a misnomer. I don't think he's the best president we've ever had by no stretch. But if we want to compare this presidency to the current presidency, then I think Trump had a better presidency. I think he's done a better job. Sinclair says, crime in Honduras is the lowest in decades. All their criminals are here. Exactly. That's a 1,000% Snapple fact. They see, Biden doesn't want to take accountability and just say, yeah, the immigration thing went out of control. All of the sanctuary states are calling for a state of emergency. They're telling D.C., they're telling Washington that it's out of control. The immigration problem is out of control. All of the sanctuary states are saying that. All of them collectively are saying that. But Joe Biden sits on there, he lies, and he says, oh, the immigration, we got it under control, and yada, 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 and nobody has lost their lives from immigration, only 3 people. And he said, they talk so much about Trump lies, but they don't want to talk about Joe Biden's lies. He sat up there and lied and said that the border security supports him. No, they don't. That was a lie. But, all of these different political left-wing news agencies, they want to talk about Trump lies, but they don't want to talk about Joe Biden's lies. He sat up there and lied and said that all of the border patrol people, that they support his presidency. That's an absolute total lie. But nobody's talking about his lies. They're just so focused on Trump lies. This is England says, we have the same thing in Britain. Salute, salute, salute. Salute. Welcome to the show. All the way from Britain. Yeah, man, the immigration thing, it's out of control. And let me just talk a little bit about immigration, right? And this is the sad reality that we have to face ourselves. And we have to be honest about immigration, right? There's a famous saying, right? And the famous saying is, everybody can't go. Everybody can't go. Everybody can't go. All of us can't go to Dubai. Everybody that's in this room right now, all of us can't go to Dubai, whether it's from economic situations or whether it's from, responsibilities. Maybe you have kids, a job, whether it be from, ailments that you're probably dealing with. No matter what it is, all of us can't go. And it pertains to these immigrants that are coming here. All of them can't come here. Everybody can't come here. Just like all of us can't go to China. All of us can't go to Russia. All of us can't go to Dubai. All of us can't go to India. All of us can't go. People have to stay where they at. Build your utopia there. Build up your country there. Do the best you can and help your country there. All of us can't come here. It's just not reality. It's not grounded in any type of reality. I mean, you got immigrants coming here. They're burning up our tax dollars. We're sending billions and billions of dollars to foreign places to fight foreign wars. It's out of hand. It's just out of hand. It's gone way out of hand. You know? Cindy says, can you go to Dubai? Hell no. Exactly. You can't. You think they're gonna pack up all these immigrants and send them to Dubai? Hell no. They're gonna ship them right back. They can't afford it. They're gonna tell them. The Dubai people from Dubai, they're gonna tell them they can't afford to be here. It's too expensive for them. They can't be here. They can't even afford the plane ticket. They're gonna send them back here. All of us can't go. We all can't go. Like, it's just reality, you know? America needs to take care of the American people. Just like, just like if you're from Honduras, Honduras needs to take care of the Honduran people. Just like if you're from China, China needs to take care of the Chinese people. Wherever you're from, wherever you're at, wherever country you are, you need to be working on your country, to help your country, to make your country this utopia or whatever. But everybody can't come to America and get a piece of get a piece of the American dream. It's not reality, you know? And it's absolutely sad that, and it's Independence Day today. It's absolutely sad that there's veterans on the streets, there's veterans that are homeless, people, good men that have served this country, good men that they're dealing with ailments, and they're out on the streets. But you got immigrants that are gang members, drug smugglers. Some of them touch kids. Some of them have a criminal record long as a track meet. And Joe Biden, he got them living in luxury hotels. They giving them credit cards. Like how stupid can we be to allow this? How stupid can we be to allow this? It has to stop. It has to stop. It's bad enough we're giving billions of dollars to these foreign places. Every time Zelensky pulls up to America, he gets another $60 million. It's ridiculous. No other country operates like this. You think Zelensky could go to France, or let me see if he can go to one of these European countries and just get $60 million off of the strength? And I know that they're funding Ukraine, but they're not gonna get no $60 billion. I can guarantee you that. And Joe Biden, he lied again. He lied in that debate a lot. He got on that debate talking about, oh, it's mostly weapons and stuff like that we're giving them. We're not giving them money anymore. That's an absolute lie. Zelensky pulled up to the White House. First you gave him $30 million. Then he pulled up again. You gave him another $60 million. You're giving him, I mean, he got to be the greatest salesman in the world. Every time he pulls up to the White House, you're giving him a brand new $1 billion pack, sending over guns and on all this military equipment. It's ridiculous. You know? Cindy says, and you think Trump can fix this? It's not about what Trump can fix. This is not about what Trump can fix, what Trump can do. I'm saying that if we're going to compare Trump's presidency, his 4 years, to Joe Biden's 4 years, Trump had a better presidency. It's not about what Trump can fix. These are the two choices. We're stuck with these two choices. Trump, Joe Biden. These are the two choices. Now, if you're going to make an educated guess, I'm going to say, well, I'm looking at Trump's presidency, and I think he did a better job running the country than Joe Biden. Joe Biden didn't do a good job. You know, the country needs to get back to business, man. Helping this economy. Albert Rodriguez says someday I'm going to go to England legitimately with a passport. Yeah, I recently got my passport. It's good to travel, man. It's good to travel when you get out. See the world, man. It's definitely good to do that. What Trump will prevent? I don't know what Trump will prevent. I don't know. Trump is under attack right now. Drake says, I think he will actually address it instead of ignoring it. I agree. I think that Trump will he'll probably he'll do a better job of addressing certain situations. Sinclair said, bless you. This is England. Thank you for helping the less fortunate. Oh, somebody out there is helping the less fortunate. That's what's up. Yeah, man. I just think that yeah, man, the country has to get back to business, man. We got to stop giving these immigrants money. And the reality is everybody can't come here, man. Everybody can't come here. They can't. Sorry. Everybody can't get a part of the American dream, man. Do you think, how about this? Do you think that I can go to China, Russia, any of these places and get a part of the Russian dream or the Chinese dream, whatever it may be, whatever, I know that it's a different political system and it's a different hierarchy there. But do you think as a black man, as a black foundational man in America, do you think that I can go to China and be a success story or get a piece of, whatever, or be like, regarded in high esteem, or or go to that country, be rewarded with perks like free housing and credit cards that I could go and buy whatever I want? Do you think as a black man I would be rewarded that? I'm just saying that's essentially what we're doing. That's essentially what we're telling the immigrants. Yeah, come here, get free housing. We'll put you in a luxury hotel, and we'll give you credit cards, and you could buy whatever you want. That's essentially what we're telling the immigrants. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I want to go to England too. I definitely want to go to England at some point. Definitely want to go to England at some point. Renegade says England was turning into a dump when I left there in 2012. Maybe we should talk about England while we're on here. It is Independence Day. Maybe we should talk about good old England that America had to fight off the bullies, the bullies that the English were. All that taxation. No. You're not gonna make your own tea. You're not gonna get tea from this other country for a lesser price. You're gonna pay us for our tea, and we're gonna tax you on it. And we're gonna tax you on everything. The big bad bullies, man. We had to fight, and look how brainwashed we are. We fought British, we fought New England, and we fought the Britons because they were overtaxing us, and we wanted to be free of their political influence. Right now look at 2024. If you live in like a state like New York, like me, they damn near tax you on everything. There's a New York state tax. There's this tax, that tax, property tax, this tax, that tax. I mean, if this was back in the American Revolution days, somebody would be grabbing their firearm and fighting to be free from this. But it just shows you how brainwashed we are. We're not even challenging all of the taxes that we're getting. We're not even challenging all of the taxes that they're hitting us over the head with. If this was back in the revolutionary period, people would be fighting over this, over the overtaxation of the American people. You know, we damn near fought wars over this, being overtaxed by the British and the things that they, the political influence that the Britons gave us. It's ridiculous. This is England is laughing. Yeah, England was bullies, man. They was bullying the American people, man. They was hating. They was hating, man. Yeah, you're not gonna make your own tea. You're not gonna make your own tea. You're gonna buy it from us, and you're gonna get it for this price, and we're gonna tax you on it. Like, they was bullies, man. Come on, bro. They were bullies. They were absolutely bullies. They wasn't happy with the money that they was already getting. And they was like, had to overdo it. They had to overdo it. Imagine if New England didn't overdo it. Imagine if they would have just been nice to the American, colonists. We're not gonna overtax you. We're gonna tax you, but we're not going to overtax you. Imagine if they would have just not overtax, just tax them a little bit, Imagine all the money that they could have been making over the growth of America. They would have had so much money at this point. All the money that they would have been making over, during the industrial period of America, and all the, the technological boom and all of that stuff that happened in America. If they would have just not been greedy, if New England would have not just been greedy, they would have made a lot of money. But it had to be greedy, The king and all of this, and blood pudding, the fish and chips. They overdid it. Sinclair says we fought war over tea taxes, and now most Americans pay income taxes, car taxes, and most are complacent. Exactly, that's a 1,000% fact. If this was the if this was the American Revolutionary time, we would be fighting. We would be fighting over these things being overtaxed. Car tax here, property tax here, state tax here. All of these different taxes, we would be fighting if this was back in the revolutionary times. But, the American public are complacent. Marlo says everything we buy has been taxed, and we buy it with money that's already taxed from our checks. Exactly. If this was back in the days, we would be fighting over this. We've come to just be complacent in it. We don't even question it. We're not even questioning why we're getting taxed. We're not even questioning why we're getting taxed here, taxed there, this tax, this tax. We're not questioning it. We're not questioning any of it. And let's be honest here, most of this money that's getting taxed, at this point, if you're really looking at it, most of this money that's getting taxed, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, is getting sent to fight a foreign war in another country. Most of your money is going either that or the defense budget. Let's be honest. It's either going to the defense budget or it's going to fight a foreign war in another country. That's where your tax money is going to. Michael says June 19th is our imagine we were still being treated like ish on their day and still is make it make sense. I don't know what you mean with that. June 19th. Yeah, man, it's crazy. This is England says, don't you think Britain is getting peed off with taxes? I don't know. I don't know what's going on politically in Britain. Are you guys getting overtaxed? I know you guys pay like a royal tax. I know that's gotta suck. All of the money, let's really talk about it. All the money that the royal family stole from all those countries. Let's talk about it. Come on, bro. They done pillaged all of that gold, all of those diamonds from all those damn countries, and they're gonna ask for a royal tax from this people. Like that's got to be American people, we wouldn't stand for that. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's like if Joe Biden, created a law. Oh, you got to pay a presidential tax for my son to shoot skag between his toes. You guys got to pay a presidential tax so my son could do crack cocaine in a hotel. The American people would be in an uproar over that. Like all of the money, all of the gold and diamonds that the royal family has stole, and you still getting a royal tax. Like that's absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, man. Renegade Princess, our money is printed in Australia. Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. This is England says, I apologize. Everything is taxed, bro. Even fresh air. That's crazy, man. It's crazy. Drake says, don't forget about the wildfires in Hawaii. We couldn't help our own, but send 50 billion to Ukraine. Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous what they're doing. You know, all the fires in Hawaii, all the fires on the West Coast, all of that money that could have went to the homeless problem that we have, our veterans, the infrastructure. What about the infrastructure? There's a lot of major cities in America, urban areas, metropolitans that needs a to fix their infrastructure. There's a lot of infrastructure in New York City that needs to be fixed, but we're too busy sending $60 billion to Ukraine. It's ridiculous. You know. Renegade says Australia, Great Britain, penal colony. Penal colony, really? Wow. Yeah, but I never understood that royal tax. England has a royal tax where they pulls the tax. They're taxing the people essentially to pay the royal family. I think that's probably the most disgusting thing on the planet. All the money that the royal family has taken over the years, all of the countries that they took the gold, they took the diamonds out the countries. I mean, they stolen so much land, gold, diamonds, and they still taxing the people. That's ridiculous. This is England says, I apologize for my ancestors, what we did to America. It ain't nothing new, man. The white man, wherever he go, he just mess things up. It just is what it is. Think about it. Wherever the white man go, he just mess it up, man. He knows no other way. No matter where the white man goes, he just messes it up, He can't help it. He can't help himself. I'm keeping it real though. I'm just keeping it real. Where has a white man gone and not messed things up? Think about it. Wherever the white man goes, he messes it up. Even his own country. He messes his own damn country. He messes his own damn country. Go somewhere else, mess that place up. It's just like he can't help himself. Everybody else, everybody, all these other places, they living in tranquility. They one with the nature. They've never seen somebody with a flu or a cold or any type of disease or ailments. Soon as the white man step his foot on the land, everybody's sick. It's ridiculous. It's like, I mean, come on, man. Facts is facts. Renegade said they stole the tea from India. They did. They did steal the tea from India. Absolutely did. And then they'll have a nerve to tax the American people. It's ridiculous. And And I want to say, and I want to salute and say rest in peace to a real patriot, because Independence Day comes around, nobody talks about it. They don't want to talk about all the work that foundational black men did for this country. Foundational black men built this country. Built this country. We fought in all your wars. We built infrastructure. We built your White House. Slavery and the economy was built off of our backs. The economy was built off of our backs. All of the things that black men and black women have done for this country. And how about this? Crispus Attucks, look this up. The first person to lay down their life for this country, the first person to lay down their life for this country, Crispus Attucks, a black man. Put some respect on black people, because they love to say, oh, black people, they were just slaves and they never contributed nothing and they never did this and they never did that. All of the contributions black people have done for America, the first person to lay down their life for America was a black man, not an Anglo-Saxon, not a Dutch settler, not a Spaniard, not a Native American. A black man was the first person to lay down his life for America. Crispus Attucks. Look it up. But you see all the disrespect they give black people. They love to say black people don't care about America. They don't care about the country. The first person who laid down his life was Crispus Attucks for this country. Who was more patriotic than black people? This is England says, but I would say something: Africans enslave other Africans. I believe that's true. Well, listen, that's true. But let's not give the white man a pass. Let's just say Africans worked in tandem with whites to enslave black people. Let's just say that. I think that whites worked in tandem with Africans, and the story goes like this. Africans weren't selling off other Africans. They were selling off tribes that they didn't vibe with, tribes that they were at war with. They were selling them off like hotcakes. Tribes that they have conquered, tribes that were undesirables, and they worked in tandem with the settlers. That's what happened. But I agree with you. This is England. I don't want to give the Africans, I don't want to shoot them any bail, because they were responsible in slavery as well. But I'm not going to let the white man off the hook either. The Africans were definitely culpable, but so were the whites. The whites were culpable just as the Africans. They both were culpable. Bob says, what about my family, who is only a couple of generations in the United States? Nobody in my family lineage owned a single slave. You keep saying all whites. Well, this is what you have to understand, Ben. Okay? This is what you have to understand. Slavery was an institution supported by the American government. Did every white person in America own a slave? No, they were poor whites. But America funded the institution of slavery. It was politically backed. It was politically financed by the American government, ran by white people. Controlled by white people. Ran from top to bottom by white people. So when you're saying, oh, I was here for a couple generations and yada, 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 I'm charging white people as a mass, as a whole. You were culpable, maybe not you, maybe not your family, But the people of your country, the people of your family, the people of your race were culpable and responsible collectively as a race of people responsible for slavery. Absolutely. And you can't get out of that. You can't get out of that. There was no, see, and this is another misnomer from Mike. Mike, this is another misnomer. There was no institution like slavery. There was no institution like slavery. All right? What you're going to find is something called um indentured servitude. Indentured servitude. You're going to find something like that where someone is working for someone, giving someone a service or because of a loan or a debt owed, and they're supposed to work for them for a particular time until that time is over, and then their service is over. There was no institution like slavery where somebody brought someone and owned their family, owned their kin, owned that person for generations. There was no institution like that. Did slavery exist in certain different places? Are you going to find certain cases? Maybe if you look, hard enough, maybe you find certain things like that, but there was nothing like it in America. Black people have suffered over 400 years of slavery. So when people say, oh, the other people suffered, did they suffer for 400 years? Were their families sold for generations and generations and generations? Who went under that? Find me another race of people that went under that. Find me another race of people that had to deal with that. Find me another race of people that were owned for generations and generations and generations. Find me another race of people that had to deal with the infrastructure that was politically backed by the government of slavery. Slavery was funded and backed by the government. Find me another race of people that had to deal with that. You can't do it. Give me stop telling me, right? Stop telling me, oh, I will find it. I will find it. Give me the receipts. Give me the receipts. Give me the receipts. Give me the receipts. Were your indigenous Italian family, were they slaves for 400 years? Were they slaves for 400 years? Were they owned for generations? Answer that question. Somebody said, my indigenous Italian family, they were slaves. Were they owned for 400 years? Were they under slavery for 400 years? Was the government complacent in the institution of slavery? Was your family, how about this? Was your family owned for generations? Y'all not answering that question. Y'all just telling me, oh, there was slavery here at this time and this particular time and that particular time. Find me something that resembles slavery that black people had to suffer under. Black people suffered under 400 years of slavery. Can you find me that? Can you find me slavery backed and politically funded by the institution of the government? Can you find me that? See, I could find it, but I want you to find it. Find it for me. I know where it's at, but I want you to find it. Again, you're talking about indentured servitude. You're talking about servitude, indentured servitude, someone paying a loan off, someone working for a service until a service is done. Find me slavery, someone being owned for generations. And you know what it really is? I'm going to tell y'all what it really is. You know what it really is? White people, they hate black people so much. They hate the fact that we got free. They hate the fact that we have rights now. They would love to see us back in bondage. You know, anybody that had sympathy, anybody that was just, with a kind heart would look at black people and say, you know what? They have suffered as a race of people. They suffered under slavery. They were under, tumultuous times. They dealt with a lot of tragedy, and they would feel for people. They would feel for that race of people. But what you see a lot of white people. They want to discredit our pain. They want to discredit our suffering. Oh, there was slavery here. Oh, you guys didn't suffer like that. Like, so combative. Instead of just saying, you know what, black people did suffer. They did go through some pain and suffering. I feel for what they went through. It's only these whites that do this. Any other race of people with a heart, with some compassion, with some humanity, would sympathize for black people, would sympathize with what they've went through. But it's because white people have so much hate in their hearts for black people. And it's really spiritual. I'm going to be honest with you. It's spiritual. It's spiritual why they hate black people. It's why black people went under slavery. It's spiritual. Because instead of sympathizing with a race of people, if I saw someone suffering, if I seen someone suffering, hurting, in pain, under bondage, I would sympathize with that person. I would have some humanity in my heart. But white people hate black people so much. They seen the slavery. They seen the pictures. They seen black men hanging from trees, nooses on their necks, black men with whips on their backs. They seen the torment. They seen the pain. But they want to tell us, oh, get over it. Oh, you wasn't the only one under slavery. It just shows you how much they hate black people. They hate black people. It's spiritual. It really is spiritual. It's a spiritual thing why they hate black people. It really is. It's a spiritual thing. It was always deeper than skin. Don't think it was just about skin color. They want you to believe it was about skin color. It wasn't just about skin color. It was deeper than skin color. It was a spiritual thing. It was a spiritual reason why they treated black people the way they treated black people. It was a spiritual reason. And you still see that today. Because, black people, and another thing, black people, we're the most non-xenophobic people, right? We allow everybody come into our community. Literally, a white man could walk through the ghetto, he could be untouched. A Chinese man could walk through the ghetto, he could go untouched. Literally, because we're the most unxenophobic people. We allow people in our community. We're all encompassed. Come into our community. You can come into our black church. You're accepted. It's these white people, respectfully, and I'm not going to say all, but it's a lot of these white people that just have this hatred in their heart. They've been holding on to this hatred in their heart for centuries. They hate black people. To be honest, it's a spiritual thing. Sinclair says, so the 200,000 white men who died in Civil War hated black people. I'm not saying, see, that's the thing. Stop generalizing. We can't generalize. Let's not generalize. And a lot of those white men, they resented those black men that they had to fight in the war with. They resented that they were in war. Let's be honest here. Did America want to go to war? Did America at that time want to go to war? Did a lot of them resent the fact that they were going to war for black men? Did a lot of them resent the fact that they had to fight and they were killing their their brothers in arms or their countrymen? Did a lot of them resent black people for that? Yes. But let's not generalize and say, like, come on, there's white abolitionists that fought for black people, that fought on, slave ships. But I'm saying that generally, right, a lot of white people have hatred in their heart for black people. I don't think that's new. I don't think that's new that a lot of white people have hatred in their heart for black people. Look at all the pain and suffering that black people went through in America. Look at all the torment, all the black men and women that were hung from trees, all the mistreatment from the civil rights era, the holes being poured on them, the dogs being let loose in the streets, biting them all in the hands, chasing them down the streets. No coloreds being served here. Oh, there's a white colored, there's a white water drinking fountain. There's a colored water drinking. I don't think it's crazy for me to think that white people had hatred in their hearts. Sinclair, come on now. Let's be real here. Let's be real. Mike says most people in the war were just drafted. They didn't want to. Exactly. Most people didn't want to go to war. Do you think that when people were in the Civil War, do you think that they really wanted to fight their countrymen? It's the same thing that's going on in Ukraine and Russia. Because a lot of those Russians feel like those Ukrainians, those people from Ukraine, they feel like they feel like they're their countrymen. Because there was a point in time where the Soviet Union was one. It was a point in time where all of those areas were one country. So a lot of those Russians that's at war with Ukraine, they feel like they're their countrymen. They feel like this is just a stupid battle, a stupid war, and that they all need to come together as countrymen. The same thing was going on in the civil rights era. Those men didn't want to go to war with each other, but they realized that was something going on. They realized that they had to go to war. People breaking away from the Union and stuff like that. Yeah, man. Jacksonville, you could suck my nuts, all right? You can go to the block party, all right? Suck my nuts, man. We sending you to the block party. We don't tolerate no disrespect in here. Listen, you don't have to agree with me. That's fine and dandy. You don't have to agree with me. If you don't agree with me and you keep it respectful, we can have a respectful dialogue. And you don't have to agree with me. I don't want you to agree with me. Don't agree with me, right? But be respectful. That's all I ask. Be respectful. Be respectful. That's all I ask. Be respectful, man. That's all I ask. You don't have to agree with me. That's fine. If y'all in here and y'all don't agree with me, y'all totally disregard what I'm saying. You feel like what I'm saying is ridiculous or yada yada yada. That is fine and dandy. You don't have to agree with me. But just keep it respectful. Just be respectful. That's all I ask. Be respectful. That's all I ask. Be respectful. That's it. Just be respectful. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. I don't think that's too much to ask for. I do not think that's too much to ask for. Let me get to these votes because I haven't looked at the votes in a while. We got about 100. We got about 102 votes. Okay, cool. Will you be celebrating Independence Day? We got about 45%. They say yes. 55% say no. Why won't you guys be celebrating Independence Day? Especially if you're white. Why won't you be celebrating Independence Day? I need to know. Why won't you guys be celebrating Independence Day if you're white? If you're white, listen, if you're white, you need to get yourself a 6-pack of Budweiser, or get yourself some pork hot dogs, some burgers. Some fireworks. I mean, this is the white man's day, man. Go get yourself some hot dogs and some Budweiser. This is the Independence Day. Jessica Humphrey says, I voted no, but I'm from the UK, so I may have skewed your poll. Sorry. It's okay, Jessica. Salute from the United Kingdom. A lot of people from England in here today. Salute to the United Kingdom. how do you people from England, how do you feel about the American experience? I mean, not the American experience, but the American experiment, because America is an experiment. You know, mostly, people from, the Anglo Saxons from England. They came here, they settled, and they created America. You know, they fought with the, England. They were under taxation, they were under political influence, and they said we want to break free from political influence and over taxation. How do you guys feel about the American experiment? America is an experiment. You know, we're not cultured like an England with over centuries of culture. We're not cultured like a China with over hundreds and hundreds of years of culture. We're not cultured like a Russia with 200 and 200, 300, 400 years of culture. America is an experiment. How do you guys from England feel about the experiment called America? How do you feel about it? This is an experiment. Fedro in the building. What's up, Fedro? What's up? What's up? Auntie Omen, I'm gonna put you on timeout, bro. I don't like your name. You coming in here with these Damien vibes. I'm gonna put you in timeout, man. Go to the block party, man. Go get me some barbecue potato chips, man. I don't like your name. I don't like what you're talking about. Just shut up, bro. Shut up. Shut it up. Bob says, I love how you ignored when I answered your question about slavery being legal and supported by the government, about Italians, and ignored the Koreans. No, I didn't ignore you. I didn't see it. There's a lot of people in the chat room. What did you say? What did you say? There's a lot of people in this chat, man. We got about over 20 people in the chat. I got to answer a bunch of other people. There's people talking about other things. I didn't ignore you, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you feel that important about yourself, but you're not. Okay, you're just another person in the chat, bro. What did you say though? What did you say? Rewrite it. Rewrite it, because it's a lot of people in the chat, man. I didn't see what you wrote. What did you say? Renegade says they love the American experiment experience. Thank God for Twinkies and Mountain Dew. Fredro says, "Boss man, just chilling. Long day at work, man. I feel you, man. Putting that work in. You off? You off today, Fredro? Will you be enjoying your Independence Day, man? Will you be enjoying your Independence Day?" You responded to every other message. LOL. I'm not repeating myself. It's cool. What did you say, man? Why are you so butthurt? I didn't bro, there's like 20 people in here. I can't read everything you're writing, bro. Like you feel I think you know what it is, man. I'm gonna say it like this. What's up, Jadero? I see Jadero's in the building. Salute to Jadero. Um, people have this thing where they feel just too important about themselves, bro. Bro, I don't know you from a can from a hole in a wall, bro. You just some dude commenting in my chat, bro. I don't know why you feel so important that I gotta read every single message that you wrote in my chat. Where there's like 20 other people writing things. Like, bro, like just tell me what you said. Like social media has made people feel like they're important, bro. You're not important, bro. You're not important. Just like your thoughts, your opinions, whatever, however you feel, you're not important, bro. You're not. I'm not important. I'm just a dude on stream giving you my opinion. But dog, you're not important, bro. You're just a nigga in a chat giving me your opinion. But what did you say? I humor you. What did you say? Like, why are you so butthurt? Don't want to repeat yourself. What did you say, man? Like, it's ridiculous, man. Social media has really messed people's brains up. Like, bro, you're not important, bro. You think I'm supposed to read every single comment you write? Dog, there's like 20 other people in here. What are you talking about? You sound absolutely ridiculous. Bro, like, what did you say? See, you're wasting time. Oh, it's 18 people in here. What did you say? Just repeat what you said. I'll humor you. What did you say? I'm giving you the floor. What did you say? You so butthurt and you feel so you feel so important about yourself. Like, just repeat what you said. Like I don't get it, bro. No, I'm not projecting anything. The reality is you just feel too important about yourself. You feel like you're important, but you're not, bro. But I'm humoring you. What did you say? You keep wasting time. Like I've been asking you, what did you say for the last 5 minutes? What did you say? I just want to know what you said so I could rebut it. That's all. You keep writing all this other non-whimsical like stuff. It's like, dog, just repeat what you said, bro. I just want to rebut it. Jadero says, Frodo, what that emoji means. I didn't delete your comment. If somebody deleted your comment, they deleted your comment. Hold up. Bob Smith, let's stop everything, everybody. Let's stop everything. Let me turn the music off. Hold on. Let me turn the music off. Stop everything, guys. Bob Smith just wrote me a comment. Stop everything. Everybody stop. Put your drink down. If you're eating right now, put your food down. I need everybody to stop what you're doing. Just stop. If you're at work, clock out, go to the break room, wait. I gotta read this comment from Bob Smith because he feels so important that I gotta read his comment right away. Let me ignore the other 18 people that's in the room. Let me read his comment. Hold on. Let's get to it. Hold on. I said slavery was legal, and your argument was how long were my Italian ancestors enslaved compared to black people being slaves in the United States, but said you know the answers. Bro, hear me out. Most what you're talking about is I already talked about it. It's called indentured servitude. People worked for an amount of time. It wasn't slavery. It was indentured servitude. They worked for a certain amount of years. They probably owned a loan. They probably owned a debt. And they worked for someone until that debt was paid off. And even if, let's say, hypothetically, someone did own slaves, one of your Italian immigrants were slaves, were they owned for generations? Did your great-grandmother and the grandmother after that, and your father 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 after that, were they all under slavery? No, that didn't happen to your people. Where it was generations and generations and generations and generations of people that came from that seed under slavery. That didn't happen to you. So what are we talking about here? Already, what you're saying isn't moving me. It's not moving me. Hold on. Bro, I just responded to what you said. All right, Bob Smith. How about this, Bob Smith? Show me your receipts. Where is your receipts, Bob Smith? I want you to show me these receipts. Where is your receipts that your immigrant family were under slavery for generations? Show me your receipts of that. Because I can show you receipts of generations of black people being under slavery. I can show you that. Show me receipts Point me in the direction. Put the link in the chat. Show me a link. Show me some resources. Show me some sources where you can show me that your immigrant Italian family, like you said, were under slavery for generations. Show me that. How about that? Show me that. You can't do that. No. I just asked you. I'm not humoring nothing you're saying. I just asked you for a receipt. Give me your receipt because I can show you receipts of black people being under slavery for generations. That's not hard to find. Show me receipts of Italian immigrants, like you said, being under slavery for generations. Show me that. Put it in the chat. I'm not humoring nothing else you're saying. I'll wait for that receipt. When you give me that receipt, then I'll get back to you. So I'll be waiting for that. All right. I'm not humoring anything else you're talking about. Let me know when you get that receipt, and I'll get back to you. Sinclair says this is England. I don't know how to pronunciate that. I know Scottish. I'm mixed and have gotten grief for decades. It's crazy. Well, that's the struggle of being a mixed person. I'm sure that mixed people they got their own struggles that they deal with. I don't want to put down anybody that's mixed. I'm sure that mixed people they have their struggles that they deal with. That's a fact. I agree with that. Yeah, I had to stop the show. Because Bob Smith is so important, bro. He's so important. Bob Smith, stop typing and give me the receipt, man. Give me the receipt. I'm not humoring nothing you talking about. I asked you for the receipt. Show me a receipt. Show me a link, a source, a website that you can show me that your Italian immigrant family or your Italian immigrant ancestors were under slavery for generations. That's all I asked you. Stop writing paragraphs. Where is the receipt of that? Can you show me that? That's all I'm asking for. It's very simple. I'm not humoring nothing. I'm not even reading what you're saying. Until I see a link or some sources or a website, I'm not humoring nothing you're saying, bro. Aura says, which country still has the largest slave population in the world still actively going today? What's that? Let me know. What is that? Renegade, I am a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Ashkenazi Jew, originally from northern Turkey, and people still call me white. But hey, man, if it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck. I don't know, man. There's people that's dark skinned. They could be from a Muslim country. They could be like from the Middle East, not Middle East, but maybe Bangladesh. There's a Bangladesh guy that's at my job. He looks like he's black. He don't look like he's from a Middle Eastern man or a dude from Bangladesh. He looks like he's black. He looks like he's black and Dominican. So I mean, people associate you with what you look like, Kevin, I'm sending you to the block party, Kevin. Block party. Go get me some barbecue potato chips, man. Go get me some oranges, some green apples, some oranges, and some barbecue potato chips. Welcome to the block party. Exactly. All these people throwing out these numbers. Slavery was in this country for this amount of years. Slavery was in this country. Show me the receipts. Show us a website. Show us the receipts of these things. That's all. Give us the receipts. Point us in the direction where we can find this information. Jessica says, my dad is Burmese, but I'm like the whitest looking woman ever. yeah, you know, it is what it is, man. People are gonna associate you to whatever color you are, like, you know, whatever color you are, like, you know. I know somebody that's albino, right? His father is dark skinned. And I believe his mother is not white, but Hispanic, and he looks like a white man. I'm sure if he goes into a job interview, if he goes into you know, certain places, people are going to say he's a white man because he looks like a white man. He has blonde hair, his skin is white as a ghost, but his father is dark skinned. His father's dark skinned and his mother's Hispanic, so people are going to associate you with what you look like, you know. Whatever people associate you, that's what they're going to say you look like. But all in all, guys, I've been on here for a hot minute. I don't know how we got into all these other topics. Like, it's crazy how like a show can go to all these different topics. Like, I'm here asking y'all if y'all gonna enjoy your Independence Day. We got into all this other stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna sign out, y'all. I've been on here. Let me see what time it is. Hold on. Oh, it's 2:00. Yeah, I've been on here for a hot minute. Yeah, I've been on here for at least an hour. Yeah, I'm gonna end the show. I hope you guys enjoy your Independence Day. I don't know whether you guys are gonna be barbecuing or whatever you guys are gonna be doing. I hope you guys enjoy your your holiday, your Independence Day. Hope you guys enjoy it. Have a good time. I will be signing out. I want to salute Fredro. I want to salute Sinclair. They always holding me down. Salute Jadero, he pulled up. Salute to all my mods that pulled up tonight. I wish you guys good night, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Thank you, Jessica. Jessica says she subscribed. Thank you, Jessica. Oh yeah, and salute to Mark Motley. Mark Motley. I gotta make Mark Motley a mod because he always be pulling up. I gotta make him a mod. Salute to Mark Motley. Next time I see him, I'll make him a mod because he be supporting the show too. Yeah, but salute to all my mods, man. Salute to Sinclair, Fredro. Salute to all my mods and everything. But I wish you guys good night, man.